Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today's video is my fall decorate with me part 2. We are going to be transforming my dining room. I'm going to be sharing a tablescape along with a DIY. I hope this inspires you in your fall decorating this year. Let's jump right in. The first thing I'm going to do is get my table all cleared off and then we're going to get started. Going in with the base for my tablescape, and I'm using this piece of barn board. I always go back to this. I like to have something just to anchor all of my decor. Another option would be cheesecloth. I purchased this really inexpensively on Amazon and it works beautifully as well. And then I'm going to go in with this wood cake stand. I picked it up at Marshall's. And then my DIY pumpkin. I knew I wanted to do something really pretty, keeping with those same moody jewel tones I used in the living room. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a pumpkin floral arrangement. The first thing I did was add 2 coats of baking soda mixed paint on this pumpkin I already had in my stash. The mix of baking soda and paint will give your piece, whatever it is that you're painting, a pottery finish. So just to me, it elevates it and makes it look a little bit more expensive. So I went ahead and did that, and I just used a tablespoon of baking soda and about 2 tablespoons of paint. And then you're going to need some floral foam. I picked this up at Dollar Tree and I just cut a piece just big enough to fit in the hole where the stump was for the pumpkin. And I just pushed that in. You could add a little bit of hot glue as well. And that is going to be the base where you then add all of your florals. And when it comes to florals, this is what I love about this DIY is you can do anything. You can do whatever colors it is you're working with for this season, and you just create something. And it was actually really fun and kind of relaxing. So if you enjoy crafting and DIYing, you might really love this. So I just used whatever I had left over from my living room decorate with me, which I will link down below just in case you missed it. But I'm just using a combination of florals from Dollar Tree and the pampas grass I actually just picked up in the wild. So definitely look out when you're outside in fields, because nature will tell us kind of the colors of the season. And then I'm using a couple of these beautiful flowers that are actually from Michael's. It's a leftover from the DIY hoop wreath tutorial that I shared. So I'm just using all of the colors that I used and I'm just pulling them in different ways. And what I did is once I was like sculpting the florals, I picked a front. And then I made sure whenever I was adding florals, I always had the pumpkin facing me in that direction. So I always kind of knew what the front of the pumpkin looks like. So that's a big tip. And then I just kept adding until I loved the outcome. And any flowers, or here I'm adding all of the greenery. I always like to add greenery at the end of whatever it is that I'm creating, but I just use a little bit of hot glue because it doesn't have the stem to go in the floral foam. So that's another tip too, is just add a little bit of hot glue here and there if you want to do like little pops of flowers. And here is the finished look. I absolutely love this pumpkin. I think it's so pretty and simple and really just pulls in the colors of this season and adds a beautiful anchor to my table. And now we'll start building out the table, and I'm going to get started with these 2 sets of brass candlesticks. These are from a thrift store, and I find it really helpful to have something in the center of my table, which is our pumpkin, and then kind of build out from there. So I'm using these candlesticks and I'm just mapping out kind of where I want them. And then I'm going to go in with these amber glass bottles. These are actually from Amazon. They're meant to be like spray bottles, but they work perfectly and are very inexpensive. So that's another tip. But I'm gonna go ahead and lay these in. I know I'm gonna be using some florals in them as well. And I shared in my living room decorate with me. I'm trying not to make things perfect on both sides, like match. I feel like it just looks a little bit more high-end when you mix things up. So I'm going ahead now and adding some greenery. This is some greenery that was in the Michael's spring collection, so that's a tip. Always check out their spring collection when it goes on clearance, because you can find some florals that work really nicely into fall and even Christmas. And then I'm using just this dried stem that I thrifted a couple of years ago in this other amber glass bottle. Going in with some candles now. I wanted to add some height and also some beautiful lighting. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to use those cinnamon colored candles or I wanted to use the cream ones. And I end up doing a mix of both, but you'll have to let me know if you liked all the cinnamon color or if you liked the mix in of the off-white ones. I have a Dollar Tree hack to share with you. So these candles are from Dollar Tree, and I realized that the base of the candle, if you turn it over, creates a riser for really anything. So I'm using battery operated candles. These are from Amazon, but I also did it with a pumpkin. So honestly, whenever you are looking to add height, you can use so many different things. You can use books. Dollar Tree has these cute little wood boxes. You could use those. So whenever I'm creating a tablescape, I think it looks really nice when you have different levels, different heights of things. I feel like it creates nice interest and flow to your table. I'm going in and adding this cute little acorn from Dollar Tree. I shared in my first decorate with me that I took a rose gold and gold metallic marker, also from Dollar Tree, and I just rubbed it on the acorn to give it kind of an aged brass look, and I think they turned out amazing. So added one of those, and then I'm going in with these velvet pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I love the color so much. So I went in with 2 of those as well. And then I'm just going to add a couple of these beautiful brassy gold pumpkins just to kind of top it off, but I don't want to do too much. I wanted to keep it really, really simple and elegant and beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and light the table. I'm going to give you an overview. Before I lay down some plates, I just wanted to give you an option when it comes to plates and chargers, but I'm going to go ahead and light it, and I am in love. To me, it's simple, it's beautiful, it's elegant, and really reminds me of the incredible colors of fall. Now, I have 3 kids, so keeping these plates down all the time is just not practical, but I did want to share if I were having people over or we were sitting down to a nice dinner, I would use these beautiful brassy gold plates from Dollar Tree, chargers, and then these plates from the thrift store. They're a nice white color and they have beautiful gold detail on the sides. This is how I would complete the table, with obviously napkins and just some plain crystal glassware. And I think that this is beautiful, so inexpensive, and I hope that this reminds you that you don't need to spend a lot of money when it comes to decorating, and you can decorate with whatever colors, textures, whatever inspires you in your home. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful that you spent this time with me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I can't wait to see you all in my next video, which will be decorating my kitchen. I'm so excited. Have an amazing day. Bye, everyone.